There are people who are keeping their lives off social media. They are not posting life updates, not even posting their relationships, certainly not posting their vacations, where they live, and so on, because they value their privacy and are sick of bullshit. And if you're the sort of person that is sick and tired of bullshit, join my free community, the No Bullshit Society, where we level up through truth and self-awareness. The link's in the description and in the pinned comment down below. I understand why up to 70% of people all around the world post their lives on social media. And when I say post their lives, what do I mean? I mean posting life updates on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, etc. Now, YouTube can be in that category as well. There are vloggers and people who post their family, their dogs, where they live, etc. But they're not doing it for just attention. For YouTube especially, they're doing it for profit. They're trying to get brand deals. They're trying to be influencers. We're in the influencer culture now. But forget the influencers. What about your aunt, your uncle, your friend, your neighbor, that person that lives around the corner, that ex, that current partner, whatever, that posts everything on social media? What are they doing there? You see, there's posting on social media, you on a night out or at a wedding, you on a vacation, etc. But to post your life on social media, what does that entail? Well, it includes any of the following: sharing very personal information, sharing photos of very intimate personal affairs. And I'm not talking from a sexual nature. I'm talking about pictures of newborns, pictures of you breastfeeding a child, pictures of you at a funeral. I've seen it all on social media. I'm sure you have as well. There are things that shouldn't be shared on social media, but people treat it like WhatsApp or like a DM for the world to see. And if nudity, trust me, was allowed, they would do that as well. But why are they doing it? Why are, like I said, up to 70% of people from not just the Western world, globally, posting their lives on social media? Let's get into the mindset of these individuals and also talk about you, the awake, the self-aware, the non-toxic narcissistic person that values their peace and privacy. It's very important. So let's take your average entitled idiot or deluded person of any age group, background, etc. They want to make a post about something they've gone through. Perhaps their cat's died. Perhaps they've been laid off at their job. Whatever. You know the drill. There'll be a wall of text with some emojis, and it will be incoherent as well. Maybe a photo of them looking glum and sad. And the reason behind it is the following. In their psyche, in their mindset, they say to themselves, I've been hard done by. I need attention. Because attention will validate my situation. Attention, in my, mindset, feels good. Attention and validation is my addiction. So they post this post, and whether it gets 1 like or 1,000 likes, whether it gets 1 comment or loads of comments, there's that validation. So this fake online validation gives them an ego boost. And once they take 1 sip of that Kool-Aid of narcissism, they'll be back for more and more and more. It is an addiction. So then, one tragic life update is a happy life update. Weeks or months later, when they're out doing what they're doing, they are now celebrated for their amazing comeback, for their turnaround. And I'm not talking about extreme cases with illness and stuff. I'm talking about trivial life, whether it's a negative story or a positive one. You're posting onto these platforms to get attention and validation. There's a difference between sharing good news, you're getting married, you're having a kid or had a kid and everything, and even that is borderline very, very private. But sharing an update that you've just had a colonoscopy, or sharing an update that you've lost a bit of weight when no one gives a shit, no one cares. That's the difference. But again, it's to get attention. It's to get validation. It's to get the acceptance of you being finally loved, finally seen for who you are, and so on. That is how their brains work. That is the mindset there. It is not to inspire other people. It is not to give value. Please do not confuse it with the fact that they think they're giving value. They're not. 9 times out of 10, they are acting like influencers. They are sharing that information. They are tugging at your heartstring. They are trying to make you feel envious and jealous to get a rise out of you. And whether the comments are good or bad, it doesn't matter. It's the same narcissistic supply, the same fuel to the fire. And this isn't just a young Gen Z thing. This is people in their 60s, 70s, all age groups, all backgrounds, all religions. This is happening all the time. Now, in the last 2 years, I've had a lot of updates. I've had a very serious health issue going on in my family. Very, very serious recently. I got engaged a year ago. I've had other major life updates. Do you guys know about it? No. Do people on my social media know about it? No, because I don't have social media. And even if I did, I wouldn't post it. I remember talking to my brother about this. He said, on my honeymoon, I went to Asia and we went to this fabulous private dining experience. And it was just for us. Did you know about it? I said, no, because I didn't even tell you. And I certainly didn't post it on social media. And I asked him why. Because why do I want the eyes of enviousness? Why do I want the jealousy? Why do I want the comments? Why do I want that hate and negative attention? This is the irony of all of it. The loudest and most eccentric and the most, overbearing, especially online, want to be the best, want to ram it down your throat, want to constantly just prod and annoy you with their desperation for attention. Whereas the private person now wins. Privacy is king. Silence is golden. Working and reveling in silence and not showing off and not seeking validation is true power. How ironic is that? Back in the day, you would flash your money, you'd flash your car, you'd flash your lifestyle and everything. And with social media, that was like a megaphone magnifying it to the world. But with thieves and crooks and envious evil eye energy and so on out there, why would you do that nowadays? But they still do. The person who enjoys being present and doesn't take a photo for social media, takes a photo for themselves, to frame it, to look back on it in their family and in their relationship or in their own privacy, is key and is rare. When you don't post your life on social media, you're not living through social media. People of all ages that post their lives through social media are living through social media. 15 years ago, that didn't exist. You didn't think that you'd have to live through Facebook, Instagram, whatever, but you do. It determines what outfit you wear. It determines what career you have. It determines what relationship you have, because you might be judged for it. It determines where you go on vacation. It determines how and where you spend your money. It determines everything about you. But when you don't post your life on social media, you're not living through social media. You're living. That's the difference. How can these people not see it? Because, like I said, they are addicted to the bullshit. When I was a gambling addict for 14 years, I was addicted to the gambling. And every time I wanted to get out, these people who I surrounded myself with reinforced me to stay addicted. God knows where these people are now, but thank God I got out and became sober for 7 years. That's the difference. But if I still engaged in the bullshit and lived my life through my addiction, where the hell would I be? And yes, these people are addicted. And I'll end with one more thing as well. Until you have truly experienced social media narcissism through another individual, only then will you revel in your privacy. Being around individuals who have selfie sticks, who are constantly updating their profile pictures, who are constantly doing stories, constantly doing captions, and treat you like a photographer rather than a person, treat you like their PA rather than a person, treat you like an accessory, only then do you become truly disgusted and appalled by these individuals and sick of the bullshit. And again, if you are sick and tired of the bullshit, join my community where we revel in truth. And it's not social media. It is actually a community based on leveling up, educating and inspiring one another through personal truths and being awake. It's free to join. The link's in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Like I said, if you haven't been with a narcissist who's obsessed with social media, count your blessings. But if you live with one, you're related to one, you're dating one right now, good luck. Because something inside of you will say this, especially if you're dating someone. And especially if they rate themselves, and it could be male or female. And they post the photo without you in it. Which is quite provocative, quite sexy and attractive. And you ask yourself, isn't my attention enough? Who are they trying to show off to? Don't they care and love me? And the answer is no. And the answer is no person will ever come close to the validation, the algorithm, the websites and more. That's the sad, harsh reality. But it's the truth. And the sooner you realize that, and the sooner you stop posting your life on social media, you start living. You start living through peace instead.